A recent investigation has cast a spotlight on the financial dealings of Andrew Mountbatten Windsor and his former spouse, Sarah Ferguson. The inquiry centers on a private tour of Buckingham Palace, reportedly arranged by Andrew for executives of a cryptocurrency mining firm. This firm, Pegasus Group Holdings, had a significant financial agreement with Ms. Ferguson, potentially worth up to $1.4 million. The incident raises critical questions about the intersection of royal connections and private commercial ventures. In June 2019, Jay Bloom and Michael Evers, co-founders of Pegasus Group Holdings, were afforded a unique visit to Buckingham Palace. They were transported in Andrew's personal vehicle from their luxurious Knightsbridge Hotel, gaining entry through the palace gates, while the late Queen was in residence. This exclusive access underscores the potential influence wielded by royal associations. At the time of this palace visit, Sarah Ferguson was engaged as a brand ambassador for Pegasus Group Holdings. Her role involved promoting a crypto mining initiative that ultimately failed, leading to substantial losses for investors. This association highlights the inherent risks in celebrity endorsements, particularly within nascent and volatile markets like cryptocurrency. Jay Bloom, an entrepreneur with a history of ambitious, albeit sometimes unsuccessful, ventures, and Michael Evers, a former actor, were escorted into the palace by a greeter, while Mr. Evers claimed to have met the Queen. Mr. Bloom has since disputed this assertion. The ambiguity surrounding this encounter further fuels speculation about the nature and purpose of the visit. Later that same day, both Mr. Evers and Mr. TeaOnCapitol Bloom attended Andrew's pitch at Palace event, a business pitching competition held at St. James's Palace. Their evening concluded with a dinner alongside Andrew, Miss Ferguson, and their daughter, Princess Beatrice. This series of events suggests a deepening of the relationship between the royal figures and the Pegasus executives. Miss Ferguson's involvement with Pegasus Group Holdings centered on promoting a scheme to utilize thousands of solar power generators for Bitcoin mining in the Arizona desert. This ambitious project, however, fell significantly short of its goals. Only 615 of the planned 16 generators were acquired, and a mere $33,709, approximately $25,000, in cryptocurrency was mined. The stark contrast between aspiration and outcome serves as a cautionary tale for investors in speculative ventures. The failure of the project led to legal action in April 2021. Investors claiming millions of dollars were unaccounted for. A tribunal subsequently awarded investors $1 million, though Mr. Bloom is currently seeking permission to appeal this decision. The legal ramifications underscore the financial perils associated with such high-risk investments. These revelations intensify existing concerns regarding the funding of Andrew and S.I. Ferguson's lifestyle, long-standing questions about their business connection, and the potential use of royal titles for personal gain, have been reignited. The incident adds another layer to the ongoing scrutiny of royal financial practices. Buckingham Palace announced the formal process of stripping Andrew of his royal titles and his Windsor mansion. This decision followed intense criticism regarding his associations with Jeffrey Epstein. The timing of these announcements amidst the Pegasus revelations suggests a broader reevaluation of royal conduct and accountability. Neither Andrew nor Mr. Ferguson responded to detailed inquiries about their involvement with Mr. Bloom and the crypto mining venture. This lack of transparency further fuels public speculation and underscores the need for greater accountability from public figures. A leaked contract reveals that Sarah Ferguson received over $200,000 for her work with Pegasus, with a potential bonus of $2 million. She also acquired a stake in the business which aimed to reduce the energy costs associated with Bitcoin mining through solar generators. The substantial compensation highlights the financial incentives driving such endorsements. Ferguson's contract stipulated first-class travel, 5-star accommodations, and the services of a professional hairdresser and makeup artist for her maximum of 4 networking events. Crucially, the contract also stated that she did not hold herself out as an expert on the solar industry, thereby disclaiming responsibility for industry-related information or commercial assessments. This clause attempts to mitigate her liability, yet it raises questions about the ethical implications of promoting a venture without expertise. The relationship between Sarah Ferguson and Jay Bloom began in May 2018 at a convention in Las Vegas where she was promoting a children's book. Their subsequent friendship evolved into a business partnership, with Pegasus documents describing her role as engaging with clients, investors, and strategic relationships, as well as involvement in philanthropic activities. This trajectory illustrates how personal connections can quickly transition into commercial endeavors. For Mr. Bloom, this introduction opened doors to royal circles, including visits to Buckingham Palace, St. James's Palace, and the Royal Lodge. He also dined with Miss Ferguson and her family in various international locations. This access to high-profile individuals undoubtedly enhanced his perceived credibility. 8 years prior to the Pegasus agreement, Mr. Bloom faced accusations of missed payments and investor deception related to a mob experience exhibition in Las Vegas. While he denied wrongdoing and fought law suits, this past history provides context for his entrepreneurial approach. His subsequent pivot to Pegasus with ambitions for a hotel and casino in Greece demonstrates his persistent pursuit of new ventures. Michael Evers, a former actor and reality TV star with cryptocurrency investment experience, met Miss Ferguson in July 2018 while considering an investment in Pegasus. Although the Greek hotel and casino project did not materialize, Mr. Bloom soon shifted Pegasus's focus to crypto mining, inspired by a mobile solar power generator. This adaptability in business strategy is a hallmark of many entrepreneurs in emerging markets. In March 2019, Ms. Ferguson dined with Mr. Bloom in Los Angeles and lunched with him days later at the Beverly Hills Hotel, assisting him in closing a deal for Pegasus. Mr. Evers, now working for Pegasus, described frequent visits to London with Mr. Bloom to explore taking Pegasus public on the AIM market. These interactions underscore the depth of the business relationship. Mr. Evers recounted getting to know Miss Ferguson and her family, including Andrew and Princess Beatrice, whom he described as really great people, really friendly. He mentioned receiving 2 RS of different places, I guess, like behind the scenes and being introduced to more people. This narrative paints a picture of privileged access and networking, facilitated by royal connections. Beyond the Buckingham Palace visit, Andrew and his Sir Ferguson also arranged a tour of the Royal Lodge for Mr. Bloom and Mr. Evers. The June 2019 palace visit, on a day it was closed to the public, involved being picked up in Andrew's Range Rover and driven through the palace gates. Footage captured by the men confirmed their arrival, with a former royal household employee noting that palace security was clearly expecting the vehicle. The events inside the palace remain a point of contention. Mr. Evers claimed they were informed of an opportunity to meet the Queen, though staff reportedly prohibited photos. He described a very brief encounter. Hello, goodbye, attributing its brevity to the Queen's health. The palace could not confirm or deny this introduction, though the Queen's published schedule included her weekly audience with the Prime Minister that day. Mr. Bloom initially stated he visited the palace as a tourist and only met a staffer. However, when confronted with social media evidence, including footage of his arrival and comments about spending time with Andrew, he admitted to having been shown to Andrew's office and thanking him for arranging the tour. He maintained, however, that he never met the Queen. A second visit to Buckingham Palace by Mr. Bloom in July 2019, also captured in photos, included an apparently joking reference to meeting AHH on social media. 2 months later, NSC Ferguson joined motivational speaker Tony Robbins at a groundbreaking ceremony for Pegasus's energy project in the Arizona desert. Arriving by helicopter with Mr. Bloom and Mr. Evers, they posed with gold-colored spades and construction hats at the remote site. This spectacle, complete with armed guards, aimed to project an image of success and ambition for the promised multi-billion-dollar off-grid data center. At a press conference, Mr. Bloom introduced Nessa Ferguson as a personal friend. In her speech, Nessa Ferguson praised the company and highlighted the potential philanthropic uses of the technology in salary in Africa. This public endorsement, coming just a month before Andrew's controversial BBC Newsnight interview regarding Jeffrey Epstein, further intertwined the royal family with the Pegasus venture. In October, N.S. Ferguson signed a contract with Alphabet Capital, a British company owned by Adrian Gleave, who operates caravan and holiday parks. This contract, which secured her services for Pegasus, raises questions about the intermediary company's role. A High Court ruling in London in 2024 revealed that in this showing, Ferguson received over $200,000 from Alphabet Capital for her Pegasus work. Andrew also received money from Alphabet, including $16,500 traced to Mr. Gleave and his businesses. Neither Andrew nor Mr. TeaOnCapitol Gleave have provided an explanation for these payments. Mr. B. Bloom, for his part, claims no knowledge of Alphabet or Mr. D's Gleave and denies any connection with Pegasus. These unexplained financial flows add to the opacity surrounding the main Saracen and Maldown dealings. A year after their initial investment, some of Pegasus's main investors grew concerned about the project's progress and initiated legal proceedings. In 2023, the Commercial Arbitrati on Tribunal in the U.S. ruled in the investors' favor, awarding them millions of dollars. J. Bloom has since launched several legal challenges against the C. award in the Nevada courts. Mr. Bloom has stated that Pegasus emphatically disputes any allegations of misconduct and is addressing the clearly flawed arbitral findings through established legal processes. This legal battle underscores the ongoing fallout from the failed crypto mining scheme. Andrew and Nessie Ferguson did not respond to inquiries, including whether Nessie Ferguson intended to repay the money received for her Pegasus work to the company's investors. Mr. Dra Evers expressed regret for his involvement with Pegasus, noting that he is still owed money, despite Mr. Bloom's efforts to repay investors. This situation highlights the complex and often contentious aftermath of failed business ventures, particularly those involving high-profile individuals and speculative markets. The entire saga serves as a stark reminder of the scrutiny that accompanies royal associations and the need for transparency in financial dealings.